There's all kinds of weird stuff going on in Chicago. Apparently, Chicago has long had this amusement tax in effect since like 2015, and I didn't know that. And they've been basically taxing streaming services like Spotify. But starting today, November 14th, Chicago is implementing a 9% tax which applies to PlayStation owners. Reportedly, Sony reached an agreement with the city of Chicago in which a 9% cloud tax will be levied on people utilizing PlayStation streaming services. So there's no tax on sales of a video game or video games, but things that are more streaming based and like temporary downloads will be taxed. So PlayStation Plus, Now, Voo, and basically anything that's like video on demand. All of that is getting taxed 9%. Now, if Sony did indeed just like give up to the city, they should be shamed as well. But Apple and Spotify, who have already had this amusement tax implemented upon their services, have been fighting against this taxation. Now, I've seen people in the gaming community sort of upset, and rightfully so. I just hate that it takes something like this to get some of those individuals to realize the nature of taxation, because other times they tend to justify it. Now they see that, you know, they're coming for their beloved video games. Okay, there's a problem. Of course, the city of Chicago says they need the revenue, which is why they claim they are implementing the tax in the first place. But that's always the case, and that's why I'm always rallying against taxation and government control of certain industries. It'll never be enough for these guys. The state monopolizes these services and taxes you, to sort of get it. And then as they are inefficient in the spending, they say they need more funding, so they find new ways to tax. It's this ever-going cycle, man, and the answer isn't that difficult. As cliche as it sounds, just free the markets. The government needs to stop being in control of these industries, no matter how vital they are, especially, hell, if they're vital, because that in itself says that the market will provide it, so as long as the people find it a necessity. And without all these levels of bureaucracy, this outlawed competition, government is a monopoly. These services will be provided far more cheaper and more efficiently because there are competing firms that have to earn your dollar as opposed to being able to legally extort it through taxation. Because with government, the money they have is never enough. They will always mismanage it, fail, and then use their own failure to justify this moronic idea that you should give them even more money to crap away. Get these guys the heck out of the way, otherwise you end up with your video games being taxed.